All right, so I thought that I would do a live on makeup. Oh man, my hair. Okay. So I went to Ulta, so I wanted to show you guys a few things that I got from Ulta. This I am very excited about, and I'll tell you why. So a lot of people don't know, like, when it comes to makeup, your makeup is only as good as your brushes. If you have like bomb-ass brushes, you can make cheap-ass makeup look amazing. But it's about your brushes, and you need to understand the general difference. There are things that you want packed on your face, and there are things that you just want lightly brushed. Powder is one of those. So I got this. This is by Tarte. It is the Setting Superpower Powder Brush by Tarte. Why I love this. It is so mother freaking fluffy. Okay? This is my other powder brush. It is so mother freaking dense. So what you have to realize is that when you want, like, and I'm a painter, for those of you who don't know. I'm an artist. Like, I used to do paintings for the Parade of Homes, and I used to sell my paintings up in Park City at a gallery there. But so when it comes to makeup, it was just like painting for me. You know, it's all about your brushes. So this is a powder brush for your all over powder. I like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish because it's very buildable, which means that you can use a little or a lot. You build it up to the coverage that you want. If you have dry skin, you shouldn't be wearing powder. And then if you have aged skin, it's really important that if you use powder, you set it with like a setting spray. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. It's not necessarily a setting spray. It just will, if you have powder all over your face and you spray it, it'll make it not look so like cakey. Anyway, so my point is, this is the one that I use, and it's really dense. So it really puts on a lot of powder, and I don't really want to look like that. I just want to set my foundation enough to not be so oily, because I have oily skin. And if you have oily skin, don't be sad, because your ass is going to look like gorgeous when you're 40. If you have oily skin, it keeps your skin young, longer. It's good. If you have dry skin, pray to Jesus or go see a dermatologist, because that shit is not good. Long term, not good. Anyways, this brush. I'm going to use it for the first time. Okay, so whenever you use makeup, every single thing in makeup you put on your face, if you want to do it well, you need to think that you're building up to the coverage you want. You don't, I see people do this all the time. They put like a shit ton of foundation on their face and they just kind of like smear it around. No, you want to put a tiny bit, do a tiny layer, and then build up from there, tiny layer by tiny layer. That is how you should do makeup, like foundation, blush, eyeshadow, anything. You're not putting a ton on at one time because it'll never blend with your face. I'm wearing foundation right now, and you can't tell because it's really blended with my face because I did just like a tiny bit at a time. And the foundation that I am using right now and I love is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Why I like this is it's a medium coverage. And so medium coverage is when your skin is like pretty dang good. You don't want full coverage. You just kind of want like even your skin tone. This one is full coverage. This is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. When it's like my time of month, I'll use that because my skin is a complete shit show. So right now I'm using the Makeup Forever because it's just much better. For just like getting a little bit of coverage and not being so fucking extra that you look like a Kardashian. Okay, because you shouldn't really look like that. You know what I mean? Like your makeup should blend with your skin. Okay, so again, this Tarte brush, whenever you're doing your powder, you want to dip and then always tap it off. And then, oh my God, it's so good. What? It's like I'm being attacked by a bunny's paw. That's what it feels like. It feels like a bunny's trying to punch me in the face. Yes! Oh, see, but that's what a powder brush should be. And then, so what this will give you is an airbrushed look, okay? Versus if you use a denser brush, and again, I use, Family Journal. Kardashian, that's what they is. But when you want to lay down more coverage, you're using denser brushes and full coverage foundation. But like when your skin is good, you do not need to be using full coverage. It's going to age your skin and you're going to look crazy. Ideally, all you want to do is just even out your skin tone, right? Cover up some red, and then if you have blemishes, you want to cover that like with a concealer. You don't like full coverage foundation is really not a must. And I was a makeup artist for 12 years, so you can take my word for it. I love these extensions. They're so good. Like, you can't even tell they're extensions. They're those ones that Hair Candy does. They're called Natural Beaded Rose, but they're like sewn in. Let me lift my hair. It's like a solid weft. Do you guys know what a halo is? It's like someone sewed a halo into your head. But it's so good. Like, here's my hair. It's that short. Anyways. So, tangent. Back to makeup. If you want amazing makeup, you're building up to the coverage that you want. You're not like putting everything that you need. Oh, hey, Ash. You don't put everything that you need on your face at one time. You're building up. Okay. So there we go. Setting powder done. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Okay, so now once you've done your powder, you kind of look one-dimensional. So you need to bring dimension back into your face and warm up your face, right? Because what did you do? You just put one solid color all over your face. So you just obliterated all the natural, like, highlights in your face and the shadows. So you're going to put them back in. So this is the Contour Kit by Lorac. So good. I've hit pan. I love it. And this is just like one of those Real Technique brushes. I think you can get these at Walmart. I got this one at Ulta. I don't know which one it is, but I love it. Okay, so this isn't contouring, what I'm doing right now. I'm just warming my face back up. Because, again, when you put powder on, you obliterate all the pretty shit going on with your face. And then I like to come on my neck right here because it just makes your jawline look so pretty and defined. Do you see the difference between like the warmed up side of my face and this one? There's like no, all the highs and lows are gone. So you always need to think that. When you're putting on foundation and powder, you need to come back in and basically put the features back on your damn face. Because the nature of foundation is that it obliterates it. Now, my everyday makeup look, I pretty much do most of it, like even my eyes with this. I just think it's sexy, like bronzy. Bronze is best. Okay. So what I do from here is then I use a smaller brush, see, to put in the details. So I'm going to contour my nose like this, right down the sides. And I was using this to warm up my face. I'm using this incredibly light powder over here, just to make my nose not seem so wide. Because when you put makeup on, you lose the shadows on the side of your nose. Like when you're putting foundation and powder, all of a sudden your nose looks big, not cute. And then I bring the one that I warm my face up with up here on my eyelids. And do you see how you're starting to like get dimension like in your face back? You know what you look like when you put on like foundation and your face is just like, whoo. Well, now we're coming back in and putting all the glowy parts in. I'm going to contour my cheekbone. So when you contour, you're kind of going from the top of your ear here down towards the corner of your mouth. You want to always make sure to get your ear, because I can't even tell you how annoying that is when you see people with like white ears. And I just want to like go up to them, strangers, and like color in their ear. Okay. So you generally want to make that line and then blend it up into your cheek. And then if you ever do too much or you come too low, just grab your powder brush, which has disappeared, wet in the Hannah Montana, and blend it out. You can blend it out very easily like that. Where has everything gone? Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. So I'm just doing a straight line, and then I'm blending up a little. And I'm doing my ear. Okay? Also, chins that are very big and squared tend to not be as flattering to the female face as smaller ones. So I just like to make it look smaller. I highlighted the middle already when I did my foundation, and now I'm just coming in. And do you see how that brings the whole shape of your chin in? It just looks smaller. Boom shakalaka. Oh, somebody asked a question. What is the palette called? It's by Lorac. It's a Lorac Pro. You're a babe anyway. I need makeup help. I only wear mascara and eyeliner. A really red face and everything burns. Oh, you poor baby. You know what probably wouldn't burn you would be this. The It Cosmetics CC cream. It is basically a face cream that happens to give you full coverage. You can get that from Ulta. Okay, now I feel like I have a large forehead. Just my thing. My forehead bugs me. So I like to put that really dark color around the outsides to make it appear smaller. Because it's going to recess these edges. And then over here, I like to bring it over here. And then you see how like all the bronzes come back into my face. That is good makeup. It's not about putting foundation on and like being all that. It's about putting foundation on and then putting all the shadows and then all the highlights back on your face. Okay, so now a few things that I see people miss is you want your Cupid's bow to be there. So this is your Cupid's bow, and it kind of disappears when you put on foundation. So I put bronzer right there just to bring back that I usually have on my face, right? Because it's usually shadowed, and then you put on foundation, and it's like gone. And then I like to go under my lip, and it just makes your bottom lip look poutier. And then, and it's this light shade, I'm just coming back in and really like making sure my nose looks straight. Which it is straight, thanks to Dr. Bittner, bless his heart. So nice to have a nose going down the center of my face instead of on the side of my face. Now, this is a really good tip that no one does. Do you see how top heavy my eyes look? Because I put all that contour powder up here. You need to bring whatever you're doing down onto your bottom lash line, and then your eyes will look bigger. I have very small eyes, and so everybody's like, what are you talking about? You have large eyes. No, bitch, I'm so good at makeup. That's what it is. And this is one of the things you do. You take the powder, and again, always top this off, and you're just making this bottom lash line smudgy. And you're bringing a shadow under there. And then your eye doesn't look so pinched. And the nice thing is, if you're using these contour powders, or any contour powders, you don't have to really worry about going too low. Do you know what I mean? They're like skin colors. It's just all going to look very blendy. Anywho. Can you give me some good relationship advice? Oh, I could just give so much relationship advice. Like, don't be in one because they're just so hard. Like that kind of relationship advice. Okay, now highlight. So now I want to bring highlight back onto my face. I don't go crazy with this, and if you have aged skin, you want to be really careful with any kind of shimmer. If you're like wrinkly, you really want to stay to matte shades. Anything that you put with shimmer is going to highlight all your wrinkles. Like if you had wrinkles under here, if it's matte, you can't see the wrinkles. And the moment you put shimmer and reflective things, you're going to see all the wrinkles. This is just my little travel size Becca in Champagne Pop highlighter. It's a basic bitch highlighter, but it's the best. Oh, boom. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbone like this. And I will post this to my YouTube so that anyone who wants to see it can see it. And you can get to my YouTube